Welcome everyone to the Mage Rage for October 2020, where this month I've heard that the sky is falling, which could be a little bit of a problem. We managed to survive through the first week's Mage Rage, and I am sure that we'll have to find some way to get through it again. But I figured the first thing I'll do, as usual, is to collect a bit of wood. I don't hear things falling out of the sky constantly, so maybe they had toned down the rate a little bit, because last time it was a little bit on the ridiculous side. But the sky is definitely still falling. Because that happened again. Well, I suppose I might as well gather this wood before it creates a conflagration in the region. There you go. Yeah, now it sounds like it's getting back to the rate from last time. Yeah. Or maybe it's the rate is randomizing. Last time it sounded like it was a very consistent, about 10-second rate that we had. Now it sounds a little bit more, well, maybe the first few just didn't land near enough to me for me to hear them. Or they gave me a few seconds respite at the beginning. Whatever is the case, I think it's time for us to move out of here before this area turns into a complete wasteland. Let's see, we want to head off in that direction, but before we do that, we are going to need to have a look at what we need to collect. Black grazed terracotta, so we'll probably need some clay to get that. Let's see, a dark oak boat, a blast furnace, we'll need some iron for that, a lily of the valley, 12 lime wools, that means finding a sheep, and lime, well, getting the lime wool is going to be the tricky bit also. Jack-o'-lantern, piston, TNT minecart, and a powered rail. So we need some gold and redstone for that also. Unless we find a powered rail through some other means. Oh, actually, there is a little bit of coal there. So I'll grab that before I start jumping and getting out of here. Because we need to get... Oh my goodness gracious. And they're about to make these mountains even mountainier in our next update, because the next update is the Caves and Cliffs update, and I presume... Yikes! And that looks like a cliff that we've got. So they're going to update these cliffs to be even cliffier, I guess. Oh well. Now let's get moving, where I hope we could find everything we need fairly quickly, but I have a feeling that I'm hoping that there will be a desert around somewhere, preferably with a temple so that I could take care of the TNT along with the... Ooh, let's get out of here. So we won't be able to handle the TNT and the other... Let's see, what else you need from the... Oh yes, the cactus for the green, because I'm hoping to have some green dye so I could make lime dye, because that would be nice to have. And here we go as we're trying to get here through the meteor shower, or whatever this thing is. Oh, hold on there. See how far I'm along here. I need to get up to about round to 450, I guess. So let's see, is there a lily of the valley down here? Because that's the... What are these flowers? No, those are oxeye daisies, not lilies of the valley. Well, we'll see if we can find something. Now, of course, I could also find a skeleton and use its bones. Let's see. There's a block of gold. Actually, I need gold. Don't I need gold for the... Oh, yes, for the powered rail. All right, well, that should take care of... Right, so now I have a block of gold. So the gold was easier than I was expecting it to be. Now... Oh, I was wondering where the chest would be. Let's see. Fire charge. I don't think I really need a fire charge, but I'll take the iron at least. Actually, some fire protection would be nice with what's going on right now. So I'll wear the fire protection, iron nuggets. Means I could make 4 iron ingots. That'd be help me to make a piston. Alright, good. Anything else I need? Oh, I'll need it also for the minecart. That's right. I need to make a minecart to place the TNT into. I'll know which way is west because that's where all the meteors seem to be coming from. So let's see, about 450, a little bit. Oh, dark oak forest. All right, perfect for that. I also need to check out the pond. Actually, hold on. Is there any iron down there? Not that I can immediately see. I could check that out afterwards. Let's give priority to the... Absolutely nothing there. Well, I should take some sand just in case I get some gunpowder. I know, what are the odds of me getting gunpowder? Because usually the creepers blow up well before I could take any of their stuff. Let's see. Let's do that. Oh yeah, I want to make a boat out of that. As well make a crafting table also while I'm here. Actually, I don't have to take down the entire tree, so let's not worry about that at the moment. And instead, head on our way, and we need to go to... See, I said about... Oh, 4... Actually, this is my turnaround point. All right. But we also have clay here, and I am going to be needing... How much do I need? I'd say 8, probably. And if I could find a squid anywhere, I'll need one of those too, of course. 44, that's plenty for that. Good. Any squid? Of course, usually I find squid all over the place, volunteering to run themselves into the ground for my merriment. But this is not the day for that. Let's head on through H. Make sure there is no iron of opportunity. Boy, this place is already turning into tortured land, and I'm sure that by the time I'm over, it'll be even nastier. Now, sheep. Now the question is, well, let's mark this place here just in case I come. The question is, should I kill the sheep now or not? That is one option, of course, is to go after sheep. Now let's see, how many wool do I need? I need 12. Now, it'd be nicer if I could shear it. Now the trouble is that making shears. No, I really don't want to make shears at this point. Well, I mean, I don't want to go and cook the iron. If I already had the iron in hand, then I'll probably just shear the sheep and grab that. But at the moment, we need to head underground. We need to head underground, so let's do that now. And do our usual thing. That way... Alright, there you go. A nice place in which to toss a few... Boy, that thing already got that? Alright. Well then, I think this should do as a temporary rest spot until we have things over with. Now let's see what we need. We have a crafting table. We are going to need a furnace, of course. Or of course we're also going to need a... Oh no, I've got 10 coal. Okay, good. That's good. So into here, we want to... So what's the first thing that we need to bake? Oh, actually, the first thing I need to do is to... Let's get our clay. Let's start cooking the terracotta. Alright, there you go. So let's start on the terracotta, and while that's cooking, we can... Actually, we might as well get a second one of these, since we've got more than one thing to cook anyway. And I'm going to need... We're going to need some stone, I think, in order to... I'll just start that cooking. Then I check the recipe book, right? Do that in the funny order. Now, what is I want to see? A blast furnace is... Oh. Oh, I'm not going to be allowed to know that until later. Right, because I need the iron first. Well, that'll finish up in a moment, and then I can start cooking the iron. But maybe I could find some more iron by the time that happens. Oh yes, tools. You know what tools are, right? That's that stuff that I'm going to be needing in order to get anything done. All right, now let's see. What kind of tools are we going to be needing? We are going to be needing an axe. We are going to be needing a pickaxe. We could use a shovel, and we might need a hoe. I think that should do at the moment. And we can start digging. See, we are at 72 right now, so we need to go a little bit deeper if we're going to get any iron. So, time to head down. Actually, we could probably also use a bit of light in addition to that. Let's see, we have about 4 of these plus that equals a starter number of torches. So I hope to find some coal also as we go down here, because coal and iron, they're the things that are extremely, extremely useful to have in Minecraft. A fuel source. And also, of course, nice for torches. And I'm trying to think, what kind of light sources don't require you to have coal? I'm trying to think, or something that's even tougher to find. Because yes, I know you can go to the nether and get some glowstone, but I would say coal is generally easier to get than glowstone. Now, I suppose if you spend a great deal of time, then maybe some of those the fungus thing in there. Now, there's supposed to be a new light source coming in with the next update, and no, I'm not talking about the silly glow squid. Concerning the mob choice, I suspect that the mob choice was not so much an endorsement of the glow squid as it was a saying, no, I don't want the iceologer. Because there are certain people who are saying, well, the iceologer was the most interesting mob, but we all remember what happened with the phantom, where a lot of people just hate that phantom. I'm not exactly fond of it myself. Actually, I think I was more scared of it before it was selected than afterwards, because that, or at least after it was implemented. But yeah, I have enough troubles with the mountains as it is. The last thing I need is an illager up in the mountains that's going to be dropping ice on my head. Just saying. Let's see, I do have to eventually get down to redstone level, but I don't think that's going to be happening tonight. So let's not worry about that. Now let's see if I can get some iron and some more coal. See what we've got here. But to me, I think most of the items require either coal or, of course, charcoal, which I suppose that means you don't have to be able to find. If you can get some charcoal, I guess it's you can get along with that. It all depends on how populated the local region is in wood. Speaking of coal, I think I found some. Oh boy, found plenty of it. Good. But I would like to find some iron now in order to help balance that out, because iron is going to be very, very useful. But I don't have any of it yet. Well, except for the ones where I got from those little nuggets we had. Oh, that's right. Duh! My iron is in nugget form. That means I don't have to smelt the iron yet. Well, I'm hoping to find some that I could smelt. But yes, I do need to make my shears. Actually, are there any caves in the area? Well, no mobs. That reduces the chance that there are caves in the area. And of course, cave exploration is going to be very interesting afterwards, since that's going to be the big highlight of the update. Caves, caves, and more caves. And different types of caves. We'll see how that goes. There you go. So that means I could be popping into also. I could just imagine what Ed will do with that when we start to get the cave update and all the things that are coming with that. Especially considering the amount of time that I normally spend underground when I do a Mage Rage. That should make things a little bit interesting whenever I do one of these. But unfortunately, I don't see any iron at all. Probably just have to go a little bit further, and if I find nothing else, how about until I run out of torches? And yes, I know I could just make more torches. Well, actually, it looks like I'm going to run out of durability on my pickaxe first, and I think that's going to happen around the time I'll have to turn around. Yeah. Let's see, this is... Alright. It must be a very, very tiny dark spot if there are no mobs in the area. So let me head back upstairs and see what I can find. Let's get those shears. That way I could shear the sheep that are local. I think I got about a minute left before the timer goes off. Alright, there we go. There's the stone. And I need 4 ingots. Let's get the shears. Good. And alright, we don't need that anymore. So let's grab... Actually, I'll need one of those furnaces to turn into a blast furnace at some point. Oh yeah, ha ha ha. Well, oh. There's more than one way to take care of things, but I do have to get around here eventually. But it's the end of the day, so I'll see you next time where we are going to go and shear some sheep here on Mage Rage for October 2020.